On 24th to 25th November 2025, 3 regional economic communities, namely the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, East African Community, EAC, and the Southern African Development Community, SADC, under the Tripartite arrangement, convened a consultative meeting with informal cross-border traders on the Tripartite Simplified Trade Regime Framework in Johannesburg, South Africa. The consultative meeting drew participants from youth and women traders, cross-border trader associations, civil society organizations, and representatives from COMESA, EAC, and SADC. The Tripartite Simplified Trade Regime is rooted in the shared commitment of COMESA, EAC, and SADC to ensure that small-scale traders, who make up a significant portion of cross-border commerce, are not left behind. At the end of the 2-day consultative meeting, women and youth engaged in informal cross-border trade who participated in the meeting welcomed the Simplified Trade Regime Framework, noting that they stand to have access to an expanded market once the framework is validated, approved, and rolled out in the tripartite area.
The two traders that we have in this meeting, looking at the youth, looking at women, looking at men, looking at the different age groups that we have the correct mix of information that will be able to pass and transcend different generations, as well as having seen that we are living in an age of information technology. We should be able to diffuse different levels of information that is relevant at our own levels of engagement.
It's been an insightful 2 days, a lot of learning from actors from different parts of African countries that are under SADC, COMESA, and the EAC. I come from Zambia and I represent an organization called She Entrepreneur, which is a network of women who are both in agribusiness and outside of agribusiness. We have a lot of products that we are looking to export outside of Zambia, but also products that we don't have in Zambia or that are seasonal and we want to import. So coming here has been very, very useful for us. There's been a lot of awareness that we've learned from this meeting, and we'd like to commend SADC, COMESA, and ESC for this initiative.
We have been involved in the pioneering of the COMESA STR. We've also been involved in trying to, move it on to the SADC. And now that we've got, the tripartite one, it's even better in the sense that there are limitations with the two regs in that they've been very much related to borders, bilaterals. So we are now looking broader, we are looking at a bigger market. So this is an opportunity for traders, say in Zimbabwe, to access markets in East Africa, Kenya. And this is the real benefit, that we are broadening up the market and we are deblocking some of the challenges.
This meeting has been very, very important, especially for us women cross-border traders, because when you look at issues of STR, they are very, very beneficial for women. You find that there are issues of threshold, whereby goods that are traded up to a certain threshold receive preferences under the STR. And we also look at the issue of simplified documents at the borders. So if you're a small-scale cross-border trader, you don't have to go through complex documentation, but you use the simplified documentation at the borders, like the simplified certificate of origin and other simplified documentation. Looking at the tripartite area, it will provide a huge market access for goods produced and traded by women. So this is a very, very important engagement which will enable women in cross-border trade to navigate some complex trade issues. When we look at what happens at borders, normally women face so many challenges, including issues of gender-based violence and harassment. Now, the coming in of the tripartite simplified trade regime will enable cross-border traders associations to work together with border officials on how to eliminate these various challenges and non-tariff barriers that especially women and youth traders face at the borders. So we want to see this implemented at the 3 regional levels so that women within that region can benefit.
I was very fortunate to attend this STR meeting, and as a farmer, a producer of maize, animals, and various agricultural products, I believe that it's discussions like these that open you up and help you see what it's like to trade at different levels. So going forward, I think I can go back home, teach other people that there's trade beyond just the country. You can always export your products and just try to make a living. So I'm truly grateful for this event.
First and foremost, I would like to appreciate the initiative by the 3 regs, that is COMESA, SADC and EAC, to come up with a tripartite STR. This will really benefit the women in business within the region, as it will ease the movement of goods from one place, from one country to another. This meeting has been very fruitful, and we can see that the governments are now engaging the private sector and other stakeholders from the grassroots level to give out their input on how they would like the tripartite STR to work, learning from the lessons of from the STRs that are existing in the regional level. That, for instance, I'm coming from the EAC. We have the EAC STR. So this will be a great initiative for women, especially now we are talking about the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. Women and youth stand to benefit a lot out of this initiative in doing business. And of course, I'm sure eventually we'll come up with an STR in services, because now we are more of discussing on STR in goods.